In this video I've said goodbye to a friend today. I'm going to say hello to another friend today, and I'm going to be choosing what camera I'm going to be taking abroad. Again, as always, roll titles. Hi YouTube, Brian James here once again, and I'm here at a little village called Hallbankgate, about 3 miles outside Brampton where I live, and you'll find that there's traffic noise every so often. Don't worry about it. I'm beside the main little road as we go past, and I'm right beside the Belted Will pub, so if you do hear a bit of traffic noise, just ignore it. I'm going to. But it's a few years ago since I was last up here properly to do a video, at least a couple of years ago, because I did a video on the EM1 Mark I up here, and I'll try and find a link to it up there. If you see there's a link, you'll know that I found the video up there. And I believe at that time it was pouring down the rain. I had a big outside coat on. Well, today, as you can see, it's beautiful sunshine. We've had a really rather nice, pleasant day today, weather-wise. We've got the sun up quite low in the sky this evening. But it's been a sad day. I've said goodbye to a dear friend who unfortunately has passed away, and I did a eulogy at the funeral service today, which really moved me somewhat. But luckily, it was a lovely service, and my thoughts and my love and respect go out to all the family. And I did actually find that the gentleman in question's brother is a viewer of this. So if you're watching, Rob, thank you very much for inviting me along to a very special day to say goodbye to my very dear friend. So thank you for that. But it's also a day where I'm meeting up with people. I don't know if you remember, about a year ago, just about a year and a quarter ago, Mike, who was my former musical agent, was going through a bit of a hard time. And I was really indebted to a lot of you on the channel, because you did some real wonderful things to try and make his life a lot better, because he was living in a converted van, which we'd done. He's had a lot of trials and tribulations since then. He's He's gone here, there and everywhere, but the help that you gave on this channel, along with an awful lot from the local people in this area to try and help Mike out, was unbelievable. So thank you for that. But oh, another vehicle going past, nice and loud. But the good thing is that Mike's back in the area, and I'm just about to go and have a drink with him after I've done this video. We're going to go and have a quick shandy at the Belted Will. If you haven't been up here, Hallbankgate's a beautiful little village. As I say, about 3 miles outside Brampton on the road to Alston. And it's really quaint, and they've got a cracking little pub in there. Do great food in the Belted Will. I'm not sponsored by them, but if they want to give me a free meal sometime for mentioning the name, I will. Yeah, it's good. So that's that. We're going to be meeting up with Mike and having a quick shandy there. But it's holiday time again, and I'm back to Cyprus on Sunday. It's Friday today, so I've got, well, a day and a half to think about what I'm going to be taking. I'm going to be taking the G100, of course. And I've done these sort of videos in the past where I've got all the cameras out and gone about the good and bad points of it. So I've taken all of my cameras at various times across to Cyprus. And there's good and bad in each of them. And I really don't know which one to take this time. I'm at such an impasse. I really haven't got a clue. I'm tempted to take the EM1 Mark I again, because it's a good few years since I took that. And do you know what? Some of the shots I took in 2000, when was it? 2020. I took that camera across there, and some of the shots that I got from the EM1 Mark I are some of the best photos I've ever taken in Cyprus. So I'm tempted to take that again. I've charged all the batteries up and they're sitting on there, and it's really good. But yeah, that could be an interesting one to take. As soon as I come back, I've got a light to test as well. I've been given another light to test, and let me know in the comments below actually if you're happy with me doing some of these tests. I'm probably going to keep on doing them, because I do them for equipment that I quite like the idea of, and manufacturers that I trust. But if you don't like the videos, please just move on from them. I don't expect you to do that, but they are worth having a look at, because some of the technology is, especially in LED lighting, is really changing, and changing in some fantastic ways, and very, very quickly. So hopefully when I come back, I've got a test to do on an LED light wand, I believe. So that should be really, really fun. And that's to be done. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what to do with it. I've got a few ideas. If you're interested, if you've got any ideas what to do with an LED light wand, put them in the suggestions below, and I can maybe incorporate them into that video. It'd be good fun to do. So yes, back to Paphos again. We are pretty much committed to moving over there full time. But what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find lots of locations while I'm across there, so that in the next few years I can carry on making some really interesting videos from Cyprus. And one of the things about Cyprus, there's so much historic digs. There's so many historic digs, archaeological sites out there, which are so fascinating. I did feature one. I'll try and get that again when I did it with my iPhone 13 and a gimbal. So it's maybe worth having a look at that. There's a really, really good archaeological dig just beside the castle in Paphos. But you've also got the Tomb of the Kings up there, which I haven't covered in the past. There's a whole load of catacombs and things like that around Paphos. And I'm thinking in the future, not when I go this time, but when I go over there properly, I want to do a whole series of videos across from that absolutely beautiful island. And of course, as you go around the island, there are so many more things to see. It's got such an incredible history, a fantastic history, which is being uncovered all the time. So I've got loads of things to do in the future. If you do live in Paphos, no, actually, if you live anywhere in Cyprus and you can get to Paphos next week, give me a shout. Drop me an email at fourcountiesphotography@outlook.com, and you may find me in one of the cafes just along by the harbour. And if that's the case, then great. If I've met up with people in the past, Keith Anderson. But if you check on there, I'll try and put a link to his channel. He does some great videos of train steam locos and things. So if I can find a link to his channel, I'll put it above there. Who I met in Paphos, nearly a year ago, and really good guy. So if you are around the Paphos area and you fancy meeting up and having a cup of coffee and a natter about photography and things, drop me a line in the next week. I'm there from the 1st to about the 7th with Mrs. 4/3, so I'll have to fit around her, but I'd love to see you then. So that's basically what's happening. As I say, I think I'm probably going to take my G100 because I've just got used to using this. Do you know that? I've just got used to using this camera. I find it so easy just to do these talking head videos. Yes, I know that that there's no real IBIS as such on here without huge crops, and it's a digital stabilization as well, as rather than a mechanical IBIS. But for doing these where I've got it on a tripod or stuck on top of a wall or something, I find it just so easy to do and so easy to use. So yes, I'm going to be taking that. I'm certainly going to be taking my iPhone 13 and my little DJI Osmo 5 gimbal, because I find that that's just so easy if I'm going around the town and things like that. But I think I'll probably take my Olympus EM1 Mark 1. Again, let me know. You've only got a few hours because I'll be going up on Sunday afternoon. You've got a few hours to let me know. But if you come up with a different suggestion of the cameras that I have for me to take, then give me a shout. I don't think I'll be taking the GX1 because there's no EVF on there, no electronic viewfinder, and I do like my electronic viewfinder. But yeah, it should be going out on that one. So basically that's just a quick channel update to say what's happening, and you'll find there'll be a few days where I don't put a video out as I'm travelling around, but there should hopefully be a few videos that I'm wanting to do in Cyprus next week. I'm really keen on going, do you know that? Sometimes I'm a bit blasé about going, but this time I'm really keen. I haven't been feeling too well. I've had a bit of a hard time, as I shown a little while ago. I had a bit of a scare where I thought it was a heart attack, which it wasn't, luckily, but that got me somewhat down. So the idea of spending a week in the sunshine really does appeal, in a nice 5-star all-inclusive hotel, of course. You've got to pamper yourself a bit. All those adventures are for you to see in the future, but until then, keep on taking your camera out, keep on having fun with your photography, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.